I read where an ex put you out.
Oh yeah.
So tell that story.
Yeah, that's when I was first, in my beginning stages of, really chasing my dream of comedy. And at the time, I felt like she didn't believe in my dream and my goals. I used to want her to support me so much. I thought there was gonna be a woman that I was gonna be with. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of stuff with her. You know what I'm saying? Every dime that I got, where I was working, I gave to her. The only thing I wanted to do was get me a haircut and pay my cell phone bill so I could, shoot my video.
Right.
But I felt like at the time the money, it wasn't coming fast enough.
Right.
It wasn't there. So she went to, you need to get a job, you need to do this, you need to do that. Well, I can't do this no more, so you might have to, go do something else. So it sent me to my grandmama's house. You know what I'm saying? So I was staying with my grandma for a little minute. And at that moment.
But that happened at late at night, where that was like.
Yeah. Like.
So she put you out like 2, 3 in the morning?
Yeah, and crazy, like I cried, like I cried, I was crying already. Like, when you chasing something, man, you trying to make this shit work. And man, I remember this shit like yesterday, bro. Like, I was trying to talk to her. She was like, boy, if you don't go to sleep. I was like, what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, okay. And that made me cry even harder. So I just walked in the living room and I was just like, damn, shit, like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And like I said, I had this, I'm so spiritual, I'm so connected with God. I had this bubblegum rapper, man. And this bubblegum rapper that I held on for a little minute, I still got a picture on my phone. And man, it said stand-up comedy. I swear to God, it said stand-up comedy. And that was the thing that I was like running away from for a long time. Like I didn't want to do it. Cause I a little fear was kicked in when
right.
when it came to it. But I so crazy. But I used to have these crazy dreams, bro. Like real talk. I used to have these crazy dreams while I was in like prison. Mm-hmm. Like when I was over there, I was in prison, and like the gates was open. Like the gates was open. Like come out. But I was so afraid to go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I couldn't see, I didn't know what was gonna happen. But God was like, boy, I'm trying to give you freedom.
Right.
If you just trust me and lean out on your own understanding and just come out, you might can't see it cause the sun is so, but I promise you, when you step out, you gonna see. And I remember I was at my grandma's house and I got an email, maybe like 2-3 days later. And I got an email of this, for me to do this hosting. For the stand-up. I had to host this comedy show. I think it was like in Marietta in Atlanta, Georgia. And I was the youngest comedian on there. Like, I was still fresh at doing it. And I was like, man, okay, I gotta come up with a set, man. I remember I came up with a 5-minute set. It was just 5 minutes. And I was like, I could just take these 5 minutes, I could just do whatever in between the hosting. And I ended up coming up with 5 minutes, bro. And I recorded it. And I was just so happy to do that 5 minute. They remember that. So I'm gonna take this to the show. And I took it to the show. And I ain't gonna say it was my best show, but I remember I got like that first laugh. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I gotta laugh. Mm-hmm. So it's like, now how can I continue to get more laughs? What I gotta say to get more laughs? And that one laugh right there already told me, oh, I can do it. I can do it. Right. I just gotta see how I can get more laughs. You know what I'm saying? So that moment right there, that changed my life. Right. When it came to stand up. And I ain't stopped since. Right. I ain't stopped since. And stand-up has been one of the most blessed of things in my whole entire career. That changed my life forever. Of course, I want to be an actor, entertainer. Of course, I'm going to get that. But stand-up really getting me that respect. It's really putting me around a lot of legends. It's giving me opportunity to do shows with a lot of great people. Mm-hmm. I've done shows with people like Mike Epps. I've done shows with people like D-Ray. I've done shows with Earthquake. I done shows with Gary Owens. I done shows with Bill Bellamy. I done shows with Bruce. I done shows with my lady. I gotta shout her out. OG lady. Damn, some more. I done shows with some more Lou Nail. They done all gave me great advice. Done show, of course, my boys, 85 South, done show with them, DC Carlos. Country Wayne. I done show with a lot of greats, man. And I got a lot of mentors now. Kevin Hart, my mentor. Mike Hill's my mentor.
They have said you're the great next young talent.
Hey, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kev. Like, Kev give me a lot of game every time. You know what I'm saying? Kev is one of the ones that's doing it. You know, he at a higher level, a real big level. And he inspired me, you know, not just with comedy, just his work ethic. His work ethic is amazing. It's dope, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the biggest reasons why I continue to work out in the gym like I do. You know what I'm saying? That's brandable. You know, that's how you're able to get those Nike deals. That's how you're able to get those commercials. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're able to get those type of things. And, you know, that's what I want to do when it comes to this, you know what I'm saying, the next level. You know, he even put me in the Super Bowl commercial.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've done, you know, work with him. Met Martin Lawrence, had a chance to meet Martin, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Sit down with him, you know, so stand-up has been that thing that has pushed me to that place. So now that I think about it, when I first got that ticket, that bubblegum rapper, when he said stand-up comedy, not knowing that this was gonna be the thing that was gonna change my life forever, you know, and when that did that, it just showed me. When I took that leap, it's like, okay, when I was dreaming, that's what God was trying to show me. Come out here. I'm trying to show you what's gonna change your life forever.
Right.
And it did. You know, that's bringing movies. That's bringing me opportunities to big movie auditions.
Right.
You know, to everything that's gonna take me to the next level.
Right.
But all this was always a part of my dream. It's something that I wanted to do. I always said when I was staying with that ex that you know that did that, I always had the vision that I'm gonna be these people. When I was doing character work, I was getting that from Eddie Murphy. It was already in my head. I knew what I wanted to do. But I knew if I just believe in God, trust God, and put in this work, I was going to accomplish it. But I also needed people to believe in me around me. But if nobody going to believe me at the time, I got to continue to believe in myself.
Right.
So I got to leave. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to go get my own space. And I made my first $900 on YouTube. Oh, it's up.
Yeah.
It's you.
You ain't look back.
Oh, you in trouble now. I'm finna stack me about 10. I stacked up for about 3 months. I got up to about $10,000. I want to go get me an apartment. And after that, that's when it really took off. Yeah, everything went going. But I was tricking, yeah.
Had she not did what she did, do you think you would have taken the leap of faith that you did? Or would it just happen much later? Because she forced you. You didn't have no choice.
Yeah.
You living back with Granny now. So you got to make a decision just like this, Desi.
Yeah.
And had she not did that, because you like you said, you got that bubblegum wrapper and it said stand up. Now, how long had you had that bubblegum wrapper? Because you probably had it for a long time.
I had it for a minute. Yeah, I took a picture. Yeah.
And you weren't doing nothing with it.
Nope. I won. But it came back to me. I looked at that wrapper again. I said, I need to do it.
Yeah.
I need to do it. And I did it. And I remember, like I said, I was at my grandma's house. And it was so crazy. They had my back. It was so, my granddaddy, rest in peace, my granddaddy, they had my back. And they told me it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Because they knew what I was working for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They knew what they knew what I wanted to do. And, you know, and it came to pass. And it's continuing to elevate. It's continuing to grow. But that was a moment in my life that I really took a leap of faith and really chased my dreams. Because I told my mama, I said, I ain't coming back to your house. I don't want to come back home over there. I'd rather go to my grandma's house and, you know what I'm saying? And I was there for a little bit until I found my apartment, and then it was over with. It was over with.
What advice would you give men that's living with a woman and the woman is the breadwinner?
Man,
how do you navigate that system, Desi?
I think you got to find, well, if you're not mad about her being a breadwinner, you know, as long as she supports you where you at, then that's okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's fine. It don't matter if she's the breadwinner or not. But if that bring you jealousy or whatever it is, well, as a man, you need to find yourself first. You need to go get yours first. And then think about being with a woman. So you can make sure your confidence good. Yeah. And make sure you can, you know what I'm saying, be able to be the man of the house like you would want to. Because at the end of the day, I do feel like men should always be the breadwinner when it comes to stuff. Right. You know, you should always be the man of the house. You know, she should never have to come to you and say, boy, you need to be doing this. Boy, you need to go do some other stuff. You need to go do some investment. You know what I'm saying? Not in that type of way.
How did it make you feel that you were living with someone and she was the breadwinner?
At the time, I thought it was cool. You know, I thought she was supporting, but I think my dream didn't come fast enough. My purpose didn't come fast enough. Right. So I think that's what happened. You know, when a woman wants things and, you know, they're not getting it, I'm not gonna hold a woman back if she wanna go be happy with other things. Right. That's just, okay, it is what it is. I learned from it, boom, that's what it is. Cause you wanna go do these vacations, you wanna go, whatever it is you wanna do, man, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna be good, I promise you. I promise you, and I always had that mindset. I'm gonna be straight regardless. I swear. That man up there, man, he be there every time. Every time. And my supporters that I got too, but they been there for a long time. They love to see the growth of what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as I got that, I'm straight.
Right.
And I got people that around me that understand. I got a great team. Bye. These boys, they scrap too. They scrap too. And they believe too. They want to go to the top too.
Right.
Yeah, so when you got people around you that want to go to the top with you, boy, it gets serious.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.